My softball coaching course this morning, I was talking with the students. One of the very first teams to win a Women's College World Series was the JFK College in Wahoo, Nebraska. And in 1972, they actually got kicked out of the tournament because that university offered scholarships for women, and that was a punishable offense. And so they got kicked out. And then in that same year, Title IX comes to be, and by 73, all the schools participating are offering scholarships. So it's just such a huge step, and it took so much to get there.
I wasn't around when it was passed, but like now I have the opportunity because of that to play college sports, and like I've gotten the opportunity to play like 2 different ones.
I think it paved a huge road for women, and like women everywhere, not just in sports. Like I think it showed a big step forward, and ever since then you can see there's been hundreds of women who have been very successful in sports and who continue to do so while being mothers and while obtaining like really high level jobs.
I want to feel just as, and so I want to make sure that my athletes feel just as important, whether given their sex, their who they love, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that they're getting to do cheerleading and be a part of something bigger than themselves.
Knowing that, and I remember talking to my mom about this at a young age because she was an athletic, I think I got a lot of my athleticism from her, but she really didn't have the, empowerment or encouragement to participate in sports. And so to be a part of now a culture where we pride ourselves as women to be able to be involved at the highest level that we can.
It's made me realize that you shouldn't care if you're good at something. It doesn't matter what others think, and I have respected that sport so much because I used to I didn't want to do it when I was little. I felt like I was being laughed at, I was getting made fun of, but I realized that I was good at it, and bowling brought that to me, and it kind of helped me realize that there's no problem with doing something that you love.
If it wasn't for the sport and the last 5 years of playing, I wouldn't know half these girls that I know right now. So definitely it's good to be a family.
I think self-assurance. It's a sport that I've definitely had to grow in as time has gone on, and seeing that growth in the sport and also in my personal life, it's been a good marker for how I've been growing up and maturing and realizing parts of life. It's also just brought that sense of community and love of these guys have my back.
Tennis is a mostly mental sport. It's very physical, but it's mainly mental, and it's given me to believe and be positive in myself, because if you're not positive, you're gonna fail on the court, because those negative things are gonna eat you alive, and then you're just gonna miss, and you're just gonna double fault, you're just gonna mess up, do unforced errors.
Times I have been pigeonholed due to my gender, potentially in settings where I wasn't asked a certain question because maybe I wasn't or included in a conversation because of my gender. There are definitely times that I have felt that. I think the most important thing is that whether it's intentional or unintentional, that people say and do things that could make me feel uncomfortable. So I try to take those challenges as a challenge and try to make sure that I stick up for myself and give myself a voice and those around me a voice so that we can all be heard and be a part of the discussion.
A lot of dancers aren't really awarded that opportunity to attend somewhere on scholarship level. That's pretty unique to the NAIA, and honestly, dance is just now starting to transition nationally into more of a recruiting transition sport. It's always been more of an audition-based type of thing, where there's really no financial assistance. But that was a big thing for me as a freshman coming to Midland, being recruited and awarded athletic scholarship to dance was kind of my selling point.
One thing I would say is I'm not sure how it works at other schools, but since I've seen it here and what I've seen from the hockey program as a whole, our coach has done a great job at like working to make sure that we are very equal. We get the same amount of ice time, practice, like all our gear and stuff. Like we're treated very nicely, and we appreciate it a lot.
Would be bigger publicity for women. I think the men at all levels, all sports, get major publicity and well earned. They generate a lot of revenue for the schools that they're at, but I think the women's sports realm has expanded a lot recently, and I think it deserves the same amount of publicity. And I think it will come in the years. I mean, it's just going to take a lot of time, as does everything.